today. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the New York Giants. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Jones now to throw again. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Jones pass.
Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So now the Chiefs go on offense in a great starting spot. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And what qualities really attracted Kansas City to move up to get Patrick Mahomes? We know it's the big arm. He got that from his dad, a former Major League pitcher, but also has the moxie and the ability to move outside of the pocket and make any throw you want, across body, all the way downfield, the short stuff. This guy's got it all.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Flush to his right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Hey, we know Pat Mahomes can run it. We saw it right there, but you get the sense when he takes off, every Chiefs fan is just saying, hey, be careful.
You get the sense, right, that everyone's holding their breath?
Yes.
And no one's exhaling until he gets up? Well, that makes perfect sense. But the reason that play works well for him when he decides to keep it and run, because of respect for his arm. He throws it so well and so often that when he does make the decision to run, it's usually wide open.
And 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Mahomes pass.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lorenzo Carter, and the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Daniel Jones in at
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Saquon Barkley. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, New York.
Jones on 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Complete to Saquon.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Charvarius Ward on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
1st down, New York.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. He was brought down at the 26. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
This will be caught at about the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
At the 2-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones able to connect with Sterling Shepard as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Nothing.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivating? Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 63 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. From the gun, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Fourth down.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Hardman to return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, but it's going to be second down.
It's now second and 10.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson.
Mahomes pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
First down.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Is good.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New York ready to go again offensively. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, open man right side is Ingram. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
It's second down.
Now Jones, a final shot before break. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We have hit. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Giants 7.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will make it into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's Daniel Jones finding Evan Ingram. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that lead...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And
they'll run it again with Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Mahomes firing complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards, the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield. And he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. He's at the 40. Past the 20, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Jones pass.
It's Daniel Jones finding Evan Ingram. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Edwards-Helaire. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll run forward with a fullback, Sherman. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Ben Neiman on the tackle. A gain of 1 yard.
Now Saquon Barkley.
First down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down now. Barkley. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
2-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
21.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 24-21, 40 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Hill, incomplete. Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Butker now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
24. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So now all eyes shift to the Giants, trailing by 4, 26 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. It's brought in left side by Tate. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Today's final score.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, they were big favorites coming in, but they had to work for this one.
It certainly wasn't the walk in the park that you expected coming into this one. I have a suspicion that in their meetings next week, head coach going to talk to him a little bit about focus, don't you think?
Yeah, because down the stretch, there was some nail-biting going on. And you're right. I think not only the fans, but those folks inside that locker room, they expected a comfortable victory.
Yeah, they certainly did, and that just tells you about the NFL. Any given game, you never know how it's going to turn out. You'd better be ready to play.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.